In probability theory and statistics, the Bernoulli distribution, named after Swiss scientist Jacob Bernoulli, is the probability distribution of a random variable which takes the value 1 with success probability of and the value 0 with failure probability of. It can be used to represent a coin toss where 1 and 0 would represent head and tail, respectively. In particular, unfair coins would have. The Bernoulli distribution is a special case of the two-point distribution, for which the two possible outcomes need not be 0 and 1. It is also a special case of the binomial distribution. The Bernoulli distribution is a binomial distribution where n equals 1. Properties. If is a random variable with this distribution, we have the probability mass function of this distribution over possible outcomes k. This can also be expressed as the Bernoulli distribution is a special case of the binomial distribution with the kurtosis goes to infinity for high and low values of. But for the two-point distributions including the Bernoulli distribution have a lower excess kurtosis than any other probability distribution, namely -2. The Bernoulli distributions form an exponential family. The maximum likelihood estimator based on a random sample is the sample mean. The expected value of a Bernoulli random variable this is due to the fact that for a Bernoulli distributed random variable with n we find variance. The variance of a Bernoulli distributed we first find from this follows skewness. The skewness is when we take the standardized Bernoulli distributed random variable we find that this random variable attains with probability and attains with probability. Thus we get related distributions. If for independent, identically distributed random variables, all Bernoulli distributed with success probability p, then the Bernoulli distribution is simply. The categorical distribution is the generalization of the Bernoulli distribution for variables with any constant number of discrete values. The beta distribution is the conjugate prior of the Bernoulli distribution. The geometric distribution models the number of independent and identical Bernoulli trials needed to get one success. If y tilde Bernoulli, then has a Rademacher distribution.